Hello everyone. This is continuation video of finding leading order term of asymptotic expansion using Laplace method. So in previous video we have studied what is leading order term and what is Laplace method, and using Laplace method how to analyze the asymptotic expansion for the given integral, and we have seen few problems also. Now we are going to solve some more problems using Laplace method to find leading order term of the given integral. Already we have having standard formulas, and using that we are going to find the solution directly. Now the very first problem is we are going to find leading order term of the integral I of x, which is equal to -1 to 1 e power minus x sin power 4t dt as x tends to infinity. See, we are having three cases. One is the maximum point alpha belongs to the interval. This alpha is our solution. At alpha we are having maximum value. So this alpha belongs to a comma b. So in this case our a is -1, b is 1. So the maximum value for the given function is at alpha, and this alpha lies alpha is belongs to open interval a comma b. It means alpha lies between this value. So in this case alpha may lies between -1 to 1. This is one of the case, first case. And second case, alpha is equal to a. That is lower limit. At lower limit we are having maximum value, or this alpha is equal to b. This third case is alpha equal to b. Maximum value we get at upper limit. So using these three cases we will have three different solutions. So here what is the standard form? First of all we are having standard form as I of x is equal to integral of a to b f of t e power x phi of t dt. This is our standard integral. Just compare the standard integral with the given integral. Here we are having a as -1, b as 1, exponential function, coefficient is f of t. Here coefficient is 1 itself, and coefficient of x is phi of t. So phi of t is minus sin power 4t. Now we have to find alpha value. So to find alpha value, so our phi of t is this. When phi dash is equal to 0, we will get maximum value. Phi dash of t is equal to 0 implies sin 4 sin t into sin cube t, differentiation of sin power 4t is minus 4 sin t into sin cube t, and differentiation of sin t is cos t is equal to 0. Phi dash of t is 0. At this point we will get the maximum value or minimum value according to the condition. So when we have this, x power n is, differentiation of x power n is n into x power n minus 1. Therefore differentiation of sin power 4t is minus 4 sin cube t into differentiation of sin t is cos t. Correct? So this equal to 0 implies t is equal to 0, because the 0 should belongs to the interval -1 to 1. We cannot take any other point. Our region is between -1 to 1. So from this case sin t equal to 0. So that implies t is equal to 0 and it belongs to our interval. Right? Now Now phi of t is maximum at t is equal to 0. So t equal to 0 means our alpha value is 0. See, whatever value we consider here except 0, that is from minus 1 to open interval 0 and 0 to 1, phi of t will be negative. Therefore, at 0 it is maximum and 0 belongs to our interval. Now we have to find its derivative, phi dash of t. So what is phi dash of t? We have differentiated already. Phi dash of t is minus 4 sin cube t cos t. This I can rewrite as minus 2 sin 2t into sin t, sin square t, sorry. See, minus I have written as it is. We know 2 sin t cos t is sin 2t. So I have applied sin 2t formula. So this sin cube t becomes sin square t. This I can write it as minus 2 into 2 sin t into cos t into sin square t. Just mathematical simplification. 4 I have written it as 2 into 2. Sin cube I have splitted into sin square. Cos t remains as it is. This 2 sin into cos t is sin 2t. So I am having phi dash of t is equal to minus 2 sin t sin square t. I have written like this just for simplicity to differentiate. So when I differentiate this again, see already we have got phi dash of t as 0. Phi dash of 0 is equal to 0 because our alpha is 0 now. So to differentiate this again, I am going to use product rule. So using product rule, I will get minus 2 sin 2t. Differentiation of sin square t is 2 sin t cos t minus differentiation of sin 2t is 2 cos 2t sin square t remains as it is. I have just differentiated this using product rule. Again 2 sin t cos t I can write it as sin 2t. Sin 2t into sin 2t sin square 2t. If I write like this, I can avoid product rule again. So here I am getting minus 4 cos 2t sin square t. So our alpha is 0. So phi double dash of 0 is sin 0 is 0, sin 0 is 0. So it is 0 again. See, we should stop when we are having less than 0 value. So I have to differentiate it again. I hope you remember the procedure. So differentiate it again. So I am going to find third derivative. Differentiation of this is minus 4 sin 2t. Differentiation of sin 2t is 2 into cos 2t. Here I have to use product rule. Minus 4 cos 2t into differentiation of sin square t is 2 sin t cos t. Differentiation of cos t is minus sin t. Therefore this becomes plus 4 into 2. Differentiation of cos t is sin 2t into sin square t. Again 2 sin 2t cos 2t become sin 4t minus 4 sin 4t. I have grouped these terms. Then here also 2 sin t cos t is sin 2t. 2 sin t cos t is sin 2t. Again 2 sin 2t cos 2t is sin 4t. Therefore here I will get minus 2 sin 4t. Again here 8. This I can write it as, see here we are having 2 sin 2t sin square t. Here also we are having 2 sin 2t sin square t. So I can substitute this as phi dash of t. So this becomes minus 4 phi dash of t. So now we are having minus 6 sine 4t minus 4 phi dash of t. So after this we can easily differentiate the terms. So for simplicity I am just substituted sine 2t formula till here. Now if I substitute t is equal to 0, sine 0 is 0, phi dash of 0 is 0 from here. So therefore phi triple dash of t is also 0. Now we have to find fourth derivative. So to find fourth derivative, minus 6 remains as it is. Differentiation of sine 4t is 4 into cos 4t minus 4 phi double dash of t. So if I substitute 0 here, 6 4s are 24, cos into 0, cos 0 is 1, phi double dash of 0 is 0. So we are having minus 24 which is less than 0. We can stop here because we are having less than 0 value. Now what is our p value? 3. Fourth derivative. So p value is 4. And our value alpha is 0 which belongs to minus 1 and 1. It is not equal to a, 0 is not equal to b. Therefore this comes under first case. In first case, what is our formula? I of x comma epsilon is approximately equal to f of alpha e power x phi alpha whole divided by minus x phi of pth derivative alpha 1 by p factorial to the power 1 by p. Here we will have 2 by p. In first case it is 2 by p. In second case and third case it is 1 by p. So don't get confused, gamma of 1 by p. Substitute the value of p as 4. F of 0 is 1 itself. See here we are having f of t is 1. When you substitute t equal to 0, again it is 1 itself. Phi of 0 is 0. Substitute all the values. 1 e power x into 0 by minus x. P is 4. Fourth derivative of 0 is minus 24 to the power 1 by 4. This is 4 factorial to the power 1 by 4. 2 by 4 gamma of 1 by 4. So here e power 0 is 1. Therefore we are having 1 by minus into minus plus x power 1 by 4. 24 to the power 1 by 4. 4 factorial is 24 again. 24 to the power 1 by 4. This becomes 1 by 2 gamma of 1 by 4. So what is our solution? This 2 will get cancelled. Approximately equal to 1 by 2 x power 1 by 4 gamma of 1 by 4 as x tends to infinity. This is our leading order term using Laplace method. Now consider another problem. Integral between 0 to 1 sin t e power minus x sin h power 4t dt as x tends to infinity. Now we are going to find leading order term for this integral. So when we compare to our basic form or standard form, value of a is 0, b is 1, coefficient of exponential function is f of t. Therefore f of t is sin t and phi of t is minus sin h power 4 t. Now we have to find the point at which phi of t is maximum, right? So to find the maximum point, we have to consider phi dash of t is equal to 0. So when we differentiate this, what we will get? Minus 4 sin h cube t into cos h t is equal to 0. So this implies t is equal to 0. At 0, the value is maximum and 0 or a is our alpha. So in previous case, our alpha belongs to the interval a comma b, but now it is our lower limit itself. So this is our second case. If we get solution at this point, this is our second case. We have to use second case formula. Remember that. Now we have to find f of t. So what is f of 0? F of 0 is sine 0, which is 0. But in our condition, f of alpha should not be equal to 0. So to avoid this situation, we can expand the series sin t and sin ht using Taylor series function. So using Taylor series expansion, we have sin t is approximately equal to t minus t cube by 3 factorial, etc. Sin h power 4 is t plus t cube by 3 factorial, etc. to the power 4. We are considering only leading order term. So we are considering only t and t here. Therefore, our integration is asymptotic to 0 to 1. Sin t is t itself. Sin h to the power 4t is t power 4. So our given integral is asymptotic to t e power minus x t power 4 dt. So in this case, again our a is 0, b is 1. But what is f of t? F of t is t, and phi of t now changes to minus t power 4. So to find the maximum point, phi dash of t should be 0. This implies minus 4 t cube is 0. This implies t is 0. Again, when t is 0, f of 0 is 0. When t is 0, f of 0 is 0. Again, we are reducing to this form. F of alpha should not be equal to 0. Again, we cannot proceed with this because f of 0 is 0 here. So, I am going to solve this using substitution method. I am going to remove this t. So, I am going to substitute t square as u. So, using substitution method, I am going to substitute t square is equal to u. This implies 2t dt is equal to du. So, when lower limit t is 0, u is also 0. And when upper limit t is 1, u is 1 square, which is 1 itself. Correct? Now, I am going to substitute this in the integral. So, I of x is now asymptotic to 0 to 1. What is our t? So, I will write t as it is for time being. E power minus x, t power 4 reduced to u square. What is our dt? Du by 2t. Du by 2t. Now, t get cancels. Right? Now, in this case, our a is 0, b is 1, f of t is constant 1 by 2 and phi of t is minus u square. Sorry, this is u now. It has changes to u. It's not t. So, f of u is 1 by 2. Phi of u is minus u square. Now, phi dash of u is minus 2u square equal to 0 implies u is 0. So, u is 0 means f of 0 is 1 by 2. Now, it is not equal to 0. Our a value is 0. F of 0 is 1 by 2. It is not equal to 0. So, we can proceed. So, phi dash of 0 equal to 0. What is our second derivative? Minus 4u. Again, phi dash of 0 is 0. What is our third derivative? Minus 4, which is less than 0. We can stop here. So, what is the value of p here? P is 3 because third derivative. And a value is 0, which is our lower limit. Therefore, it is our second case formula we have to use. This is our second case. we have to use second case formula. So what is the formula? In the formula, P is 3. Sorry, here I have written small mistake. I have made small mistake. Phi of u is minus u square. Differentiation of minus u square is minus 2u. So phi dash of 0 is 0. Differentiation of phi twice is minus 2. It is less than 0. So we will not get all these things. P is 2 now. So in the standard formula we have to substitute 2. So what is our standard formula? I of x is asymptotic to f of a, e power x, phi of a. Everything is same except I'll say where it is. Phi of p of a or alpha one and the same. It depends on the problem. P factorial to the power 1 by p. Here it should be 1 by p. Gamma of 1 by p. In first case it is 2 by p. In second case and third case it should be 1 by p. We have derived it. So it is asymptotic to f of a is 1 by 2. Phi of a is 0. E power 0 is 1. 1 by minus x. Phi double dash. P is 2. Phi double dash of alpha is minus 2. 1 by 2. 2 factorial is 2 to the power 1 by 2. 1 by 2. Gamma of 1 by 2. So here minus into minus plus 2 to the power 1 by 2, 2 to the power 1 by 2 will get cancelled. We will get 1 by 4. Gamma of 1 by 2 is root pi by x. Here we are having x. This is our solution as x tends to infinity.